In 2009, the first Project Diva game would be released on the PlayStation Portable. This unassuming rhythm game by Sega would soon bloom into a large franchise of some of the best rhythm games to exist. Project Diva is tied to the character of Hatsune Miku, who is a Vocaloid. For those unaware of what Vocaloid is, allow the president of Domino's Pizza of Japan to tell you about it.
Hatsune Miku exists in a software called Vocaloid. Vocaloid enables you to produce songs. A character named Hatsune Miku sings the songs you create. A great feature is you can create songs as you like.
Yes, that is a real video from a real collaboration. Since Miku and the other Vocaloids are made to be marketable, they have been plastered onto not only the ad campaigns of numerous companies, but also countless pieces of merchandise that people like to buy. Like me. As such, it only made sense in 2009, just off the heels of Miku taking Japan by storm, to release a video game featuring the Vocaloids. And since Vocaloid is used for music vocals, it only made sense to make a rhythm game featuring the music. And that is how we got the first Project Diva game. Many games would spawn from this series, including Project Diva 2nd, Project Diva F and F2nd, and most importantly for this story, Project Diva Megamix Plus. I did not grow up on Vocaloid. In fact, I spent most of my life not even knowing what it was. Vocaloid is very niche outside of Japan, with only those in otaku circles really knowing what it is around here. I spent a large portion of my life outside of these circles. My friends, however, were knee-deep in it. My one friend, who also helped me get into anime, was the one who introduced it to me. She was telling me about this rhythm game she was playing at the arcade called Project Diva. I was intrigued. She seemed very passionate about the game, playing it any time she was there. Eventually, she bought the installment on PC, Project Diva Megamix Plus. At this point, I wanted to find out what the fuss was about. Besides, I'm not one to shy away from rhythm games. I was quite fond of Guitar Hero 3 in my younger days. And since I already had money from Steam gift cards in my account, I decided to bite the bullet and download the game for myself. After downloading the game and its DLC pack, I opened it up and tried to find what would be my first song. The problem was I didn't know any of these songs. I looked for a minute and finally found something I recognized. It was a song called Afterburner, named after the arcade game. Well, good enough. This will do for my first song, I guess. I started the song on normal difficulty and... let me try, Okay, cool. I was not good at the game. I would keep playing though. Song after song, I would get better. Soon, I was able to clear songs on normal easily, and eventually I could clear hard songs as well. And then, after hours upon hours of playing, I got it. A perfect on hard. I'd finally become fairly good at the game. But in the process, Project Diva took something from me. My sanity. I spiraled from merely a casual enjoyer to a super fan. I started buying the merchandise. I invested in multiple consoles to play the other iterations of the game. I even asked for a Nintendo Switch for my birthday to play Megamix while away from my PC. The game became everything to me. Project Diva is love. Project Diva is life. All hail Hatsune Miku, our one god. In all seriousness, I have a deep love for this game. It's a very satisfying game to play, and its mechanics are very fun. Like most rhythm games, its gameplay is centered around hitting buttons in time with the music. In the game, the notes, distinguished by a button icon, fly through the screen, and you have to press it when it reaches its endpoint. There's also multis, which require you to press multiple buttons, and slides, which make you use the analog stick. Older games have different mechanics. Project Diva 2nd, for example, has arrow notes where you have to press a button in the corresponding direction on the D-pad at the same time. The game may seem basic on the outset, but there is actually a lot going on, and it's very fun trying to master all of these different mechanics. And once you master them, it's so satisfying running a combo through them. Project Diva, at least the version on PC, also has countless mods. There are many different mods, from adding new songs and new characters to changing UI elements. There are so many different things you can do with mods in Project Diva. Allow me to show you an example of my mods. First of all, the loading screen here is from a mod that restores the fan art used in the loading screens from the old games. The UI elements are also modded, making the game look like the Future Tone installment on PS4. The music video is actually one from Project Diva F, which modders modded back into Megamix Plus. The character modules being used are custom ones based off the characters from Shika Noko 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 Poish Tan Tan. Then the actual song itself is a cover using voice samples from Trump and Bernie, which my friend modded into the game. And that's not even to mention the framerate and optimization mods I have running in the background. Point is, I've been able to tailor the game to my needs and wants, both in the content I want and how humorous I'm feeling that day. Project Diva has meant so much to me, even beyond the game itself. As I've said, I discovered this game through my friend, and it's been one of the ways we've bonded. Often we will play the game together over Discord, playing the same songs and comparing scores. Granted, I always lose since I'm not as good as her, but it's still a very fun way to spend our time together. We've even introduced the game to our other friends, and we've played the game while streaming on Twitch, which is extra fun since we also have an audience to entertain and interact with. Project Diva has also introduced me to so much amazing music, from the pop idol sounds of Mitchie M, to the wide range of music Ulster Project has created, to the black metal of Utsupi. I've found so much amazing music through Project Diva and Vocaloid in general. I'm sure many of you will see it as a waste of time to devote myself to a video game like this. After all the hours I have logged in this game could have been spent doing important things like getting a job or paying my taxes. But for me, the game is not a waste of my life. It's what makes it. No matter how bad of a day I have, I can boot up Project Diva and Miku will be dancing around as happy as ever. I can also rely on this game to help me either wind down or just enjoy some free time. So, has this game made me insane? Probably, but for me, it's an insanity worth having. This insanity has given me one of the greatest games ever made, introduced me to some amazing music, and has been a cornerstone to some of my closest friendships. Thank you all so much for watching. As mentioned earlier, I made this video for my college writing class, but I do love making videos and would love to keep making these. So if you enjoyed this video, feel free to like and subscribe so I can see if y'all would like more content like this. And while you're at it, check out the Twitch channels for my friends Shimmy Paul and Kobu. Both of them play Project Diva from time to time, and I am often on stream with them. But that's it for now, and again, thank you all so much.